ICE is already detaining American citizens more every day. So what's the next step? Deporting them. But there is a bit of a problem for them. They would prefer not to deport American citizens. What if you could take American citizens and make them not citizens anymore? Then you could deport them and the media won't even make a big fuss about it at that point. And so there's been an issue with that though. You can only take away people's citizenship in very limited circumstances. But don't worry, they've got a solution. A Republican congressman has a bill to massively increase the qualifications to have citizenship taken away. This is Minnesota Congressman Tom Emmer introduced the Stop Citizenship Abuse and Misrepresentation Act. It would create a path to revoke citizenship for anyone who, within 10 years of becoming naturalized, is convicted of fraud against the government, an aggravated felony or espionage, or is found to have joined or affiliated with a foreign terrorist organization. That last thing, by the way, probably sounds pretty serious. My God, you joined a terrorist organization? Bear in mind, you might be defining that a bit differently than the Trump administration is. They are adding more and more non-terrorist organizations that list on a daily basis. So that could become a pretty expansive way to take away people's citizenship if you just happen to not want them to be citizens anymore. And so previously, or as of right now at least, a person can be stripped of their citizenship if they procured it illegally, if they willfully misrepresented or failed to disclose material facts on their naturalization application, or if they became a member of or affiliated with the Communist Party, other totalitarian parties, or a terrorist organization within 5 years of becoming a citizenship. So this is a big expansion. I just want to make clear of one thing. So why the focus on fraud here? Well, remember, they have this thing where supposedly every Somali in Minnesota has committed fraud. And nobody was looking into it, even though that's been something that they've been working on for literally years. Meanwhile, I found it interesting that if you're a Somali fraudster, you lose your citizenship and you get deported. What if you're a white fraudster? Well, you get treated very differently here, even if you've committed orders of magnitude more fraud. I will remind you, over half of Trump's 88 individual pardons are for white collar offenses, with money laundering, bank fraud, and wire fraud amongst the most frequent crimes the president has wiped clean. In the last year, 23 people that Trump pardoned owed more than $100,000 each in fines, restitution, or both, with the total exceeding $298 million of fines. Not $298 million of fraud, that's way more. Just the fines that were levied against them, hundreds of millions of dollars. Those people are not losing their citizenship. They're not being deported. They don't even have to go to prison anymore. Not only are there no penalties, there's no crime in the eyes of the government. So if you're a Somali and you commit fraud, or if you're affiliated with an organization that we want to pretend is a terrorist organization, kiss your ass goodbye, you're going out of the country. But if you're one of his business buddies or whatever, and many of these have business relationships with the president, you literally don't even have to go to jail. You get to go back out there and start committing more acts of fraud against the American people. So it is very much a tale of two frauds here, Sharon. What do you think?
Yeah, they're trying to pull the wool over our eyes again and do this whole distraction thing. But still, I vote yes for this if they add one thing to it and include presidents, presidents, ex-presidents, because if they do that, it will almost be worth it. Because I know a guy who should be booted out of there. The problem is, who would take him? Maybe Putin would take him. Wouldn't that be fun? He'd get all the secrets out of him and then do away with him. If they add presidents, I'm actually for it. If not, these clowns should just stop it, okay? Go back to the Senate or House dining room where they get really great food and just goof off down there and have a food fight and leave us alone. Leave everyday people alone, including people who came to this country or were born in this country and actually helped make it great.
Yeah, that's gonna be your restriction. I'm gonna add, well, Elon Musk became a citizen. He's committed absolutely massive. Fraud. He's taken billions of dollars from the US government. And then he steals our social security information, lies to us about self-driving technology and everything. I feel like people's lives have literally been lost because of the fraud that he's perpetuated. Why doesn't he get denaturalized and deported? I think that'd be a massive improvement for America.